Hey everybody, Tony D and Little Joan here with a screenwriter's rant on The Good Traitor, a movie set in World War II, or right at the beginning and probably after the end, in the Danish embassy in Washington D.C. Smash a like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Please check out our other videos. Joan and I are on Bitchute and Rumble today. We've got the rundown of the headlines and, of course, my reaction to Elon Musk on SNL. You know I have lots to say about SNL, so definitely check those out. They're uploading now. Should be up by the time you see this. So the Danish embassy in World War II, the Danes apparently negotiated with Hitler. I don't know all the details of that particular corner of World War II. It seems like every little corner of World War II is slowly being mined by the movies. I had a friend who was absolutely obsessed with learning everything he could about World War II. He was a big history buff in this particular area, and there are a lot of amazing stories. There really are, but it's when it's a movie, it tends to be over dramatized a bit, and they tend to take out the stuff that doesn't really jibe with your let's say, romantic notions of what it was about. So, for instance, this is like one man against his whole country. He's right, everybody's wrong. But, the United States had spies too. They were definitely looking for allies. He does not look like FDR at all. Is that supposed to be FDR? Wow, he does not look like him at all. Boy, that is a that is not a great choice for FDR casting wise. No offense to the actor, but it's a funny stuff. But most of these goes the same way. It starts with, the bad guy from World War II. He's coming and he's bad, but most people think he's good, and that was really the scary thing about the bad guy from World War II. He had rebuilt his country after World War One, and it was in dire straits. So he rebuilt it so fast. There were a lot of people giving him compliments and saying, "Oh, maybe we should look into what he's doing. Maybe we should do some of that kind of thing." Yeah, this goes way after the war because this is the UN. So I guess that's FDR. Is that the same actor? Man, he does not look like FDR. Wonder if he does the voice. Yeah, and then World War II happens. That's the second act, and it's terrible, and people fight in the resistance, and yada yada yada. But they come through it, and then in the third act, it's like, I was right. I was right to not listen to the bad guy from World War II. But this looks like a well-made trailer, well-made movie. Let's see, script by Kristen Bangfoss, Christina Rosendahl, and Dunja Cry Jensen. 3 people wrote this movie. Probably a lot of research. This is the one time where I say screenplays need more than one person when you have this much detail to go in terms of the research. And directed by Christina Rosendahl. No date on when it's coming out, but look for it in 2021. This would be the kind of movie I would see on like an A&E or History Channel. I don't think I'd go to the theaters to see it unless I was really dying to see a movie. But I would totally see this movie. I mean, I love history. I love historical movies and takes on it. I would watch the movie and then I would go and read about the incidents and see how it jibed with history. I like it when it's closer to history, even if the movie isn't that great. Because I can't stand when they dramatize things just for the sake of the movie. Look, I get it. You're trying to entertain people, but especially something as important in World War II as World War II, you don't want to go too far off script there. There's no reason to, really. I mean, World War II is a pretty big deal. I think, though, modern audiences are too far away from it to really appreciate it. I was born long after World War II, but, I had relatives who fought in World War II. Most of them are gone, and, so you get a sense of it, but, the modern audiences today, younger people, they're really far removed from it. So I think it's the kind of thing that's been done again and again and again and again. It's hard to tune into it, and I think the further we get away, the more the movies are going to tend to be more dramatic than anything else, unfortunately. And I think that's a result partly of the educational system in the United States just breaking down and not being very good as well. But it looks decent. It's a solid trailer. I would look for it. The Good Traitor, coming sometime this year.